At this time, I'd like to discuss the purpose of Point MMA, presented to you by William Bam Johnson's Enterprises in conjunction with the Sports Karate Legacy Movement. Point MMA was brought about just my love of just learning martial arts. I mean, I always studied, I always practiced with different instructors, visit different schools, was challenged by different schools, accepted the challenges. I just love learning the martial arts, like a scientist in the lab, just trying to discover the similarities through different things. And I know in 1998, when we first brought about this whole event in Laurel through our tournament called the All-American Championships, I just felt that through my studying, it was a perfect opportunity to create a platform where everybody that won grand championship in their particular divisions could all go up against each other in a safe and friendly manner to see the similarities in the styles. And it was a great event. We have it on video. You can see it on our YouTube account. You can see it on our YouTube channel. We had a lot of great people there: Master Brown, Master Lloyd Irvin, Master Garcia Davis, Charlie Lee, Master Manny Agrilla. I mean, the list goes on and on. People from all over the world was there. And it was a great, experiment for me. I evolved into something else, which is the expression of more of the combative and the martial fusion. And I went into that direction so much for the martial fusion, was just once again to help that next generation with the whole Kung Fu hip hop element and so forth. And now, thanks to my instructor, Master Brown, we're back on this path of Point MMA. And I see Point MMA doing the exact same things that we tried to do with the martial fusion. Introduce everyone to the expression of that culture of martial arts. At the same time, try to give something back to the sports karate. I know people criticize it, say it's not practical. They got a lot of bad things to say about it, but without that platform, everybody that criticizes it today wouldn't be where they're at today. And some people, because they didn't succeed in it, they went against it and created something else to try to put it down. There's only one circuit that really tried to continue on to expand on what the original era of sports karate was trying to do. You hear about the stories of the 60s and how people was discovered. If it wasn't for the Long Beach Internationals, we'd have never seen Bruce Lee. I mean, when we still make a reference back to him, we talk about that being the foundation that he was discovered in. Chuck Norris, the list goes on and on. And because of the great magazines, Black Belt, Karate Illustrated, and so forth, I mean, we all at one time strive to be a world champion, a national champion, so we can be on the cover. Thank God I was able to be a part of that era and see those things and remember those magazines that inspired me. And all we want to do is try to bring back those valuable elements that was a part of that. Because through that path that people found the way of how to branch out into movies and how to go and author their own books, or how to become a fight choreographer, how to go beyond just being a stunt man or a stunt woman. The list goes on and on, how to become a school owner. I mean, there were so many different things that we were able to, as champions, were able to brand themselves and go on to greater things. Come on, it was the Long Beach Internationals that gave Jim Kelly an opportunity to become the Jim Kelly that we know. It was the Iron Banks tournaments that allowed, the great Louis Niglia to be discovered. Ron Van Cleef, the list goes on and on. Today is NASKA. You got a lot of circuits, you got people out there doing their thing, but the one circuit, and people criticize it, contribute to the history of sports karate. We are here to bring back and give back to the sport that saved my life and many others. Not for those people, we would not even see a thriving martial arts industry like we do today. So you can't grow beyond something that allowed us to stand up and grow and brand ourselves and then kick it to the side like it doesn't matter and it has no value. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we got to clean up in it, But that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring back this effective level of expression through, point MMA and allowing everyone to see and refine those elements that be refined to go to the street. They are similar to what you would have to use in a combative situation. But right now we're practicing them in a safe and fun and harmonious manner. And really looking for the development and expression of the proper insanity of what we see in society today, and just reinforce the bad behavior and the bad character and the negative stereotypes. We're trying to bring back that element that's missing, those things that truly define a great human being, a God-fearing human being, one that is a living example of what martial arts should allow us to become by achieving that level of black belt status. One that don't cheat on stances, that don't cheat on, the kicks and the punches and the calisthenics. One that don't criticize the cartel of weapons or the sparring or the self-defense. The ability to be able to express oneself through book, through art, through music, whatever it may be. No, we're trying to get back to have appreciation for the complete martial artist. We know you have the book, The Complete Martial Artist. So guess what? We can prepare another generation to be a better generation and clean up the mess that has been created within our own sport. Make it a testing ground for school owners, where those school owners can bring their students there and allow them to be challenged and tested under pressure, and go back and not fear that they're going to lose their students because of bad refereeing or the bad environment or all those things. Master Brown once said, and we all know, sports karate was a clean sport. It wasn't that I think the negativity of drugs and a lot of all those things that has hurt a lot of sports really destroyed it. It was the politics. We call it politics.